Hello, hello, and welcome back down the rabbit hole. I'm Mr. 480, aka the Sedated Native, the motherfucking Stream King. What's up, gang? CEO, bro. First and foremost, this channel is definitely not dead. I have once again found myself in that transitional period of life where I have to really focus on keeping my head above water. So for that reason, I haven't really been producing content, obviously. I have been doing a lot of streaming, however, I got banned from YouTube live streaming again because I pretended to be Demi Lovato doing heroin on my live stream. Apparently you can't put a paintbrush to your forearm and act like you're injecting heroin with it for whatever reason. I don't know, this is Trump's America, bro. But nonetheless, I miss making content as much as I hope you guys miss enjoying it. So I want to tell you guys a really funny, weird, fucked up story that happened to me when I was 16 years old. Let's begin. 16 years old, I think I was a sophomore, maybe a junior. I want to say sophomore, I don't know. I was a skinny, mom haircutted, braced-faced, hardcore kid. Right? I lived in Casa Grande, Arizona, which is a beautiful place if you guys want to learn about the history of methamphetamine. I went to the school, right? And you know, I was always, you know, on the prowl, but, you know, if it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all, son. So, not a lot of shit was going on for me at the time. I was in this class, study hall. If you guys, for some reason, don't know what the fuck study hall is, it's where you work on your assignments from other classes, right? Now, I always try to make sure my assignments were done so I didn't have to fucking worry about it later. I'm like, oh, shit, and like, whatever. So, I had this class where basically all I did was read books and dick around, like fuck with everybody. So there was this chick, like average, to give you an idea of who she was, an average like girl next door. She wasn't like goth or like trying to be somebody or a fucking cheerleader or popular girl. She was like just some chick. We shall call her Audrey. So yeah, we get to talking, you know, it's like stupid shit, Blink-182, whatever the fuck we're talking about, and then she starts passing me a note, right? And like, we start passing notes back and forth. It's like, oh, like this and that. Where do you live? I'm like, oh, I live about 20 minutes walking away from here. Not far at all. She said, how do you get home? I usually walk. It's 20 fucking minutes, bitch. Okay, well, do you want to stay after school today? My mom, oh, by the way, her mom was a very well-known teacher at this school. This is a school about 2,000 people. Her mom was a really well-known teacher there. She's like, my mom is doing after-school detention today. So I have nothing to do. I can't leave until she's done. Do you want to hang out after school? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I got nothing to do. I was probably just going to go home and jerk off to fucking YouPorn, but I guess I could chill out, like whatever. So, okay, cool. Meet me here after class. All right, cool. So, well, after school, whatever. So the final bell rings. I walk my happy ass back to wherever that fucking classroom was. I see her. I'm like, oh, hey. So we just start lollygagging for an hour and a half, bro. Like, she's like, you're 16 years old, you don't know what the fuck to do. You know, do I just stick it in? Like, hey, do you want to go fuck? Like, what the fuck? So you're just walking around, it's like, oh, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite TV show? What's your favorite number? Stupid shit like that. So the whole time in my mind, I'm thinking like, yo, how am I gonna get this? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's like I'm fucking Saw, and the jigsaw. It's like, let's play a game. Do you want the pussy, Icarus? So we're walking around now. We weren't allowed to be on campus after hours unless we were like in a club or like playing football or whatever. Like, you can't just walk around, dick around, whatever. So we were trying to avoid security the whole time. So we found ourselves in this like corridor that's really dark and like kind of secluded. And I'm over there bragging. If you guys, as you guys know from my fucking prison time series, I was a really bad kid at that point in time. So I start talking to her about like, oh yeah, I got arrested last week for fucking assault or some shit. And she's like, what? Like, mind blown about it. You got arrested? Like, they put you in handcuffs, they put you in the car and they took you away? I'm like, yeah. It's like, no big deal, it's whatever. It's like, what? Like, what did they do? And I'm like, and then I saw my moment, like, all right, this is cheesy as fuck, but I'm like, yeah, they made me assume the position. And then she was like totally rolling with it, like, oh, like this, and like put her hands against the wall and like arched her ass out and like just like wanted me to cop a feel. She's like, show me what they did to you. And I was like, all right. So I grabbed her by the wrist, slammed her to the ground, and I fucking tased her in the neck. I'm just kidding. So like as I'm about to like, all right, yeah. So and then like we hear a janitor come up, and I'm like, God damn it! Like we have to run away from this guy. We have to hide from him. So we like take off and we go in the girls' bathroom. We go into the stall. We hide in there. So now I'm like, okay, I think this is it. Like this thing's pretty cool. So we're sitting there talking again, and she has one of those fucking pants that has like the rips in them. Like you buy them with rips. Why someone buys pants with rips in them? To this day, I still have no idea, but she had them. And I was like, looked at them and I acknowledged them like, oh, your pants have a rip in them. She's like, I bought them like that. Oh, it's so stylish. What would you do if I just fucking grabbed it and just ripped it? And she's like, oh, that'd actually be kind of hot. And that was I was like, all right. Hell yeah. All right, let's fucking do it. And right as I'm about to do it, someone opens the door. It's a fucking janitor. I'm like, God damn it. Fuck. All right, whatever. So we're like, oh shit, kind of scared. She's like, I'm going to go check. So she goes out and walks out. She's like, yo, the coast is clear. Let's go, let's go. So we leave and I'm like, yo, like, fuck, we're going to get caught out here. Like, let's go somewhere. She's like, we can go to my mom's car. I'm like thinking, all right, it's perfect, right? Little backseat loving. You know, do what we can do. I can make it work. No, it wasn't even like that. We went to a single bed truck. Like a fucking passenger seat and a driver's seat with a fucking manual shift in the middle. Okay, the fuck are we supposed to do there? We didn't even get in the fucking truck. The doors were locked. We got in the back of the truck. So we're sitting there and I'm just like, at this point, I'm fed up. I'm like, yo, fuck it. And I just like mac out with her. And she's just like, all right, let's fucking mac out. So now we're macking out. And it's getting a little handsy, right? It's getting a little touchy-feely. Some things are coming out that aren't supposed to come out, especially in the teacher's parking lot. So I'm like, all right, yo, like, rational thought kicks in. We need to go somewhere else. Like, we need to fucking leave this spot immediately. So I'm like, hey, like, do you want to go somewhere else? Now, I had a little spot that, you know, take a little squirrelies to back in high school. You know, make out point, I guess you could say. So I was like, let's go over there. She was like, oh, no, I don't know about that. Like, we have to cross the road. I'm like, bitch, what do you want me to do? Hold your fucking hand? Are you scared to cross the fucking road? No, you know, I just don't want no one to see me. Like, yo, I have your fucking tits out, bro. Like, and we're in the teacher's parking lot. You're scared of someone seeing you walk across the road? Whatever. She's like, I know a spot. Let's go over here. So she pulls me to this outside of the fence, pulls me to this ditch, right? Whatever. Fuck it. So we get in the ditch and we just, you know, get to going. And then my penis finds her way into her mouth. And I'm just sitting there in a world of pure imagination. Like, dude, this is like the second blowjob I've ever had in my life, dude. It was immaculate. I'm like, dude, this is awesome! This is fucking awesome! And I'm just sitting there like, yep, that's right, yeah, that icky dicky tastes like licky, huh? And next thing you know, I was interrupted by a, so I'm like, huh? And she's like, what? And there is a female security guard right there watching everything go down. So I just like, zip, oh shit. And she's like, really, you guys? Really? And we're like, so she's like, all right, give me your student IDs. And we both had them, but we were like, we don't have them. Okay, what's your name? My name is Bond, James Bond. I'm not giving her my real fucking name. I was like, I'm Marky Markinson. I don't fucking know what the hell the name I told her. We both tried to give her fake names, whatever. She's like, okay, get the fuck out of here. So we leave. At that point, I'm just like, yo, fuck this. I'm out. So I left a little while after that and go to school the next day. Nothing happens. So I go to school the next day. I had after-school detention. No, excuse me. I had in-school suspension or whatever for some completely unrelated shit. And I went to that fucking all-day classroom sitting there bored as shit. And I literally got to like the last 15 minutes of class. And that fucking security guard walks in. And I lock it. She walks in. I see her. I'm like, fuck. I turn my head like, oh, what's going on over here? Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful paint color. Like, just trying to hide my face from her. Sure enough, she walks up to the front teacher, sees me, we make eye contact. I'm like, fuck. And she points at me, and he points at the attendants with my name and my student ID. And she just gives him a thumbs up and walks out. I'm like, fuck. Okay. That's not good. So the next day, I go to class. It's my first period of class. Sure enough, they're like, can we have Icarus 480 to the office? I repeat, Icarus 480 to the office, please. Thank you. I got great. I know what the fuck this is about. So I get up, walk my happy ass to the office. You know what I'm saying? Walking the mile, walking the mile, walking the green mile. I sit my ass down in the chair for about 5-10 minutes, and then the principal walks up. He's like, why don't you come with me, sir? Big ass smug look on his face, like, yeah, dude, let's fucking do this. Pulls me in the office, and then this dude automatically turns into fucking Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC. Well, why don't you have a seat right over there? So, what happened yesterday? Well, seems you were hooking up with a female. So I'm like, all right, look, man. Basically, he's like, all right, well, you were caught receiving fellatio from a fellow student on school grounds. And I was like, boop! Back up, rewind. I wasn't on school property. We left school property. So, like, you really can't say shit. I'm just trying to find my defense here. He's like, actually, and he's big old smile on his face. Fuck this dude. I hate that. He's like, actually, we own all the land from outside the fence up until the housing community. So, yeah, you were on school property. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know, I'm going to reason with this guy. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. I didn't really say that, but I'm like, dude, come on. Come on. Come on. You can't tell me you haven't been a 16-year-old boy, and when a girl wants to slob your knob like corn on the cob, you didn't let her do it. You can't sit there and tell me that. And if you do, if you say, no, that never happened, you're a fucking liar, bro. It's basically in much kinder, authoritative words. I said that to him. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, what the fuck? He's like, you know what you were doing was illegal? Oh my god, no, it's illegal. Oh my god, no, give a fuck. Well, what we're gonna do in this, what we do in this situation is we usually separate the two of you. One of you is going to go to another school, the other one stays here. Because Mrs. Lovingmouth's mom is a teacher here, Mrs. Lovingmouth has opted for her daughter to go to night school. So that pretty much takes care of that. I'm like, all right, deuces, sweet. All right, I'm out of here. So he's like, wait. I just have one last question to ask you before you leave. I'm like, what's that, dude? Who do you want me to call? Your mom or your dad? You might want to call my dad for this one. Yeah, it's probably best. So he's like, all right, have a seat. Fuck. Calls my dad. My dad gets on the phone. I can literally hear him through the fucking handset. He's like, hello? Yeah, who's this? Hi, this is Principal Pretentious Prick. Is this Mr. 480? Yeah? He's like, okay, well, I'm sitting here with your son, and I can hear my dad be like, oh, fuck, what did he do now? He's like, well, it's a kind of interesting situation. He was caught receiving fellatio from a fellow student here. My dad, I can hear him, what? And he was like, yeah, this and that, and I don't know the conversation had. So he pretty much explained to him, like, what we do in this situation, we separate the students. Her mom is actually a teacher here. Her mom isn't too happy about that, so she is going to go ahead and send her to night school. We just want you to have a talk with your son and tell him that that's not right. So, like, this and that, this and that. They give me the phone. I get on the phone with my dad. I'm like, hey, Dad. He's like, dude, really? And I said the same shit to him. Like, dude, come on, bro. Come the fuck on. You fucking slime ball. I know. Get the fuck. You have no words. And he was like, dude, regardless, bro, like, that's embarrassing, man. I'm like, I don't give a shit how fucking embarrassing it is, dude. He was like, I now understand what he was doing at the time because I'm a father. Sometimes you want to laugh so hard at what your kids do, but you have to play daddy. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's playing daddy. So I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. Hang up the phone. He's like, so what's the lesson? The guy's like, what's the lesson we learned today? You are a giant dick and your wife doesn't blow you. No, I wish I said that. But I'm like, oh, I'll keep it in my pants, sir. Oh, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. All right, so I go back to class. Right? So now it's the talk of the school. Everyone knows about it. Oh, did you hear about Audrey? Dude, she got caught sucking some guy's dick. They sent her to fucking night school. They sent her to night school. They sent her to night school. What, dude? Like, yada, yada. And I'm like, every time I hear the rumor, I'm like, dude, that was me. She was sucking my dick, bro. And everyone's like, bullshit. Yeah, whatever. I'm like, no, for real. Like, dude, that was really me. That was really me. Get the fuck out. You're just sucking your brace face ass off, bro. Like, no, it was me, bro. I didn't get any credit for it, so whatever. There's rumors spread, whatever. It's high school shit. So about a month or two later, I get kicked out of school for having an automatic weapon at school. I wonder if I've told that story before. Anyways, so I get kicked out of school for that, and as I'm in the principal's office, he's like, all right, we're going to send you to night school. I'm like, oh, man. Wait a minute. Night school? And he's like, yep, you're going to Desert Winds, boy. Okay. So he sends me to that night school, the same school that chick was at. I walk in to, like, get registered or whatever, and I look up at the billboard, and it's like, student of the month, and I see her. I'm like, no fucking way. So the first day of school, I walk into my first class. The only person sitting in that class when I walk in is her. And I'm like, yo! What's up? She's like, what the fuck? Why are you here? I'm like, yeah, I got kicked out because apparently I'm like fucking Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris had an automatic weapon at school. She's like, why do you have an automatic weapon at school? It was a knife. It's whatever. So, oh, okay. So we get to talking, and she's like, hey, do you want to ride home tonight? I have a truck. And that is the end, my friends. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. Once again, I'm sorry for falling off the face of the earth on YouTube. Once again, but I'm figuring shit out, so I will have a lot more stuff for you guys very, very soon. In the meantime, follow me on Instagram. That's where I do a lot of my live streaming. That's where you can find the day-to-day updates of Icarus Fordo. It's my most used platform of social media. That is Icarus Fordo, just like you see here, except all mashed together into one word. At Icarus Fordo, F-O-U-R-E-I-G-H-T-O-H. I love you guys. I'm sorry. I will try to fucking figure some shit out and make you guys laugh again in the near future. Until next time, you guys always know where to find me. Just jump down the rabbit hole, take a left at the Land of Oz. From there, it's second start to the right, and straight on till morning, you'll find yourself in the weird state of consciousness before falling asleep and dreaming. And that, my friends, is where I'm always going to love you. Say it with me wherever you are in this world. Peace, love, and smoke that motherfucking DMT.